Olivia Newton-John was born on September 26, 1948 in Cambridge, England. She was a successful, beautiful, and talented actress, singer, songwriter, and an author. She sold over 100 million albums and had 15 top 10 singles. She also won 4 Grammys and a Daytime Emmy Award. My favorite song of hers was always Hopelessly Devoted to You. What's yours? Even you tough guys out there, come on. In 1954, her family emigrated to Australia. She had a sister named Rona who was also an actress. She originally wanted to be a veterinarian. After winning a talent contest in 1965, she traveled to the UK to pursue her singing career. She released her debut album in 1971. She won the Most Promising Female Vocalist in the 1973 Academy of Country Music Awards. The next year, she won the Top Female Vocalist. She was 28 years old when she was cast in the movie called Grease, which was released in 1978. The Grease soundtrack is still one of the best-selling albums of all time. She was the second woman to have 2 singles in the top 5 of the Billboard chart at the same time. Her 1981 song called Physical spent 10 weeks at the #1 spot on the Billboard chart. Some of the TV shows she appeared in included The Dean Martin Show, Saturday Night Live, American Idol, Murphy Brown, and Glee. She appeared in the films Xanadu, She's Having a Baby, Sharknado 5, and Madonna Truth or Dare, just to name a few. She released several books including an autobiography, a cookbook, and a children's book. In 1992, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. After years of remission, it returned. She was married twice and had 1 child. She died in 2022 from breast cancer. She was 73 years old. Kelly Preston was born on October 13, 1962 in Honolulu, Hawaii. She's known for being an actress. I first saw her in the 1988 movie Twins. She was in over 60 movies and TV shows. When she was young, her family lived in Iraq and Australia. She started modeling at age 16 and auditioned for the movie Blue Lagoon. Her dad died from drowning when she was 3 years old. She attended the same high school as Barack Obama, but they never crossed paths. She attended USC and UCLA for college, but she didn't graduate. She was briefly engaged to Charlie Sheen. In 1990, she picked up a pair of his pants in their bathroom when a revolver fell to the ground and discharged. The bullet hit the toilet and Kelly got hit with shrapnel from the toilet bowl, according to Charlie. They broke up. She also dated George Clooney. She married actor Kevin Gage in 1985. Her second marriage was to John Travolta in 1991. They were both Scientologists. They had 3 children together. Their son named Jet died at age 16 after having a seizure and falling and hitting his head. She battled breast cancer for 2 years before her death in 2020. She was 57 years old. Ananda Lewis was born on March 21st, 1973 in San Diego, California. I've also read that she was born in Los Angeles. She was a model, MTV VJ, and a talk show host. In the year 2000, she was named one of People magazine's 50 Most Beautiful People. The New York Times described her as the hip-hop generation's reigning it girl in 1999. She graduated from Howard University in 1995 with a Bachelor of Arts degree in history. She started out hosting a show on BET called Teen Summit in 1996. She hosted various shows on MTV for a couple of years, starting in 1999. She had her own talk show called The Ananda Lewis Show in 2001. It only lasted around 250 episodes. She said she wasn't ready for the demands from the show. She hosted a home renovation show on TLC called While You Were Out. She loved carpentry and she received an Associate of Science degree in it. She had a child with Will Smith's younger brother named Harry Smith. I've read conflicting reports whether they were ever married or not. She went public with her battle with breast cancer in 2020. She already had it for a year or so. She said she refused mammograms because she didn't want to be exposed to radiation. Her doctors strongly recommended a double mastectomy, but she chose a holistic approach. She changed her diet, sleep, and exercise habits, and the way she managed stress. She acknowledged that that was a mistake. She hoped people could learn from her. The cancer spread and it went into stage 4. She died in June of 2025 from breast cancer. She was 52 years old. Betty Davis was born on April 5, 1908 in Lowell, Massachusetts. Her birth name was Ruth Elizabeth Davis. She was an actress and an author. She was a legend from the golden age of Hollywood. Her career lasted over 60 years, and she had over 100 acting credits in theater, TV, and films. She was nominated for an Academy Award 10 times, winning 2. She was ranked 2nd on the American Film Institute's list of the greatest female stars of all time, behind Katharine Hepburn. She was the first woman to be president of the Motion Picture Academy of Arts and Sciences. In 1981, Kim Carnes released the #1 song Betty Davis Eyes. Betty thanked her and the writers for making her cool to her grandchildren. She loved dancing, but acting caught her interest because it seemed to be more of a challenge. She started acting on Broadway in 1929. After moving to Hollywood the next year, it took her a while to start having success. She could be intense and difficult to work with. Some of her biggest movies were All About Eve, The Little Foxes, Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, Dark Victory, and Jezebel, among many others. She suffered a stroke and a broken hip in 1983. She had a long rivalry with the actress named Joan Crawford. She was a chain smoker most of her adult life. She was married 4 times and had 3 children. She died in 1989 from breast cancer. Despite having a mastectomy in 1983, the cancer spread. She was 81 years old. Ingrid Bergman was born on August 29, 1915 in Stockholm, Sweden. She was an actress. She won 3 Academy Awards, 2 Primetime Emmys, 4 Golden Globes, and a Tony Award. She was ranked as the 4th best actress of all time by the American Film Institute. Some of her biggest movies are Casablanca, For Whom the Bell Tolls, Notorious, Gaslight, Spellbound, Murder on the Orient Express, The Bells of St. Mary's, Joan of Arc, and Anastasia, just to name a few. She turned down a leading role in the original Planet of the Apes movie. Notorious playboy Howard Hughes wanted to be with her, but she turned him down. Her mother died when Ingrid was still a baby. Her father passed away when she was 13 years old, and she lived with various family members. She knew she wanted to be an actress at an early age. She acted in many Swedish films before moving to Hollywood. Her first major role was in the movie called Intermezzo, released in 1939. Her last film was the 1978 movie called Autumn Sonata. After acting in a TV miniseries named A Woman Called Golda, she retired. She spoke 5 languages. She was married 3 times and had 4 children. One of her daughters is the famous actress and model Isabella Rossellini. Ingrid was shamed and faced backlash since she had Isabella out of wedlock. Ingrid died in 1982 from breast cancer on her birthday. She was 67 years old. Shannon Doherty was born on April 12, 1971 in Memphis, Tennessee. She's known for being an actress. She had a reputation of being hard to work with. She often had feuds with co-stars, she'd be late for set, she was in the tabloids, and she partied a lot. One of her biggest roles was on the TV show called Beverly Hills 90210. She played Brenda Walsh starting in 1990 for 4 seasons. She also starred in the show called Charmed, which debuted in 1998. Some of the movies she appeared in were Heathers, The Secret of Nim, Mallrats, Night Shift, and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. She appeared in the TV shows Little House on the Prairie, Highway to Heaven, Life Goes On, North Shore, Riverdale, and Dancing with the Stars, among many others. She appeared in Playboy magazine 3 times. She was diagnosed with Crohn's disease in 1999. Her breast cancer diagnosis came in 2015. With aggressive treatment, she went into remission 2 years later. Unfortunately, the cancer returned and spread. She was married 3 times and had no children. She died in July of 2024 from breast cancer. She was 53 years old.